Hey, what's up, Wake Up family? So, on today's segment, we're talking about borrowing money. And what's up with that?
There's nothing wrong with borrowing money. I feel as if sometimes, even in certain situations, people have hard times. They go to people who they know they're close to, and they borrow money. I believe where it gets out of hand are certain individuals, which we all have those people in our family or friends groups that borrow money and simply feel like they're God's gift to man, and they don't have to give it back. So
If you gave that money to borrow, then
powerful
are you let them borrow it? And you mean they're not giving it back, or are they taking their time giving it back? What's the difference?
No, they just feel as if, like I was saying, they just feel as if like the world owes them everything. So they will say, "Oh, let me borrow $20, $40, $50," and then you ask them like, "Hey, it's been a while," like a courtesy almost, remind them like, "Hey, don't forget to pay me back." And then all of a sudden they start dodging you. They start doing funny things, simply just being excuse my language, just being a piece of shit. So just stuff like that. So certain individuals do need money because they're in a certain position, so they ask somebody that they trust to gain the money. Others, on the other hand, like I said before, they're assholes, pieces of shit, whatever you want to call them, simply don't want to pay you back, and they come, take, and they disappear as if they're ghosts.
So it sounds like to me the money being borrowed isn't entirely the issue; it's the time it's being returned.
It's the principle.
The principle of it.
I
But
agree.
if you're lending, if you have enough, if you are in abundance, and you allow this person to have $20, why are you so butthurt that they didn't give you the $20 within a week, a day? What was the agreement established?
Because now
Let
I
me-
have less money.
No,
Go get
no,
some more.
no,
so
no,
now,
no.
okay, so
Get
now,
my money back.
you're going to be borrowing money from someone, or you're not. But they've asked and had the gumption to do so, to be like, you know what? May I borrow $20? May I have $20? However it goes. Did you set an agreement? Hey, you know what? I'll let you borrow borrow $20, not half, borrow $20 alone, and give it back within a week.
No, I understand where you're coming from, in a sense of, if somebody has an abundant amount of money, why are you so worried that a tiny amount has gone out to somebody that needs it? At the same time, nobody owes anybody anything in this life. The person that had that money worked hard for that money. The fact that they were courteous enough to give you that money in itself is a blessing. Okay, nothing comes in this world just for free or as a handout. For us, a great example, Antoine over there is known to be a very generous person. He will loan out certain amount of money. Even I will look at him and like, that's quite crazy. He will ask for money back, or he will tell somebody, "Hey, you owe me," I believe, thousands sometimes of dollars. Like, "Hey, you owe me this amount of money," and they would just simply disrespect
Ooh, but
him.
not even.
And then he will just walk away. I'm not that guy. I'm pulling up and I'm beating your ass. So that's in a sense,
Need to speak on that.
that's in a sense, people will try to take advantage to somebody else that's too kind. But in general, it's a blessing. No one owes you anything. And if they do it, appreciate it and respect the fact that you should pay them back.
I would.
If it's a blessing,
wait,
if it's a blessing,
okay.
then why once again, why are your feelings so hurt? It was a blessing. You blessed
Well, wait
this
a minute.
person, and now they're like, "Oh, I feel so. Thank you. You quenched me. Like I'm great. This is wonderful. Like I'm good. I
wanna-
can continue going on my journey. I got the $20.
But
Now I'm moving
no,
forward.
no,
You
it's-
didn't give me a timeline as to when to pay the money back.
Well, that's
so
their
does
fault.
it matter
That's
when I
fault.
pay
That's
it back?
their fault.
It's a blessing. So why are we crying over spilled milk?
it's even better.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm gonna try.
Wait a minute. It's the principle. I agree with Fode. It is the principle.
You agree with folks?
I
Hey.
do.
Oh,
I know, right? Yeah. Listen,
okay.
Listen, when you right, you right, and when you wrong, you're wrong.
Did that require a whisper?
I agree with Fode and his sentiments as it pertains to, it's the principle. If you come to me saying I'm going through some hard financial difficult times and I need 20, 30, I don't care if you need $10.
Why are you crying about $10?
But wait a
if
minute,
you're going through
hold
hard
on,
times,
Keith,
if you're
I'm not
going
gonna-
through hard times, then all right, cool. You know what?
So then
Send
say,
that
can I-
money.
then can
Why am I
have
going
it
to
then?
haggle you
Can
about
I
hard
have it then?
times?
Can I have it? If you know that your intent is to receive money from me and you're not going to return the money, just be like, hey, I'm going through some hard times. I don't know if or when I'll be able to repay you the money. Can I have the money? I would respect you more if you just simply said, I can't pay you back. I'm going through a difficult time. You got $10 I can have?
If somebody say,
Or
hey,
20.
let me get $20.
Depending on
Yeah, and I would say I will borrow you $20.
Depend.
Okay, so now you're lending $20. Okay,
Yes.
do they understand the verbiage being used? Because to them, a borrow may be a have. Like here, this is what here you can borrow, but you be like,
I
wait,
see where you're coming from. So if you loan money from the bank and you tell them, oh, I don't have it anymore, the bank just lets it go, correct?
Before you get into
oh,
before you get
in a way, but it's a charge off, whatever it is. They don't let that go. You will reap what you sow.
I was
Exactly.
about to say because before Freddie was about to get into that, I was about to say it's even nicer that they even loan you that money or loan you or let you borrow the money without quote unquote interest or stipulations.
Exactly.
You want to know what?
Because next you're gonna be going to it because if you can't borrow money from me, you can't get it from anywhere else. Your next step is going to a payday loan or a Title Max loan or whatever you want to call it. So and they're gonna take your car and they're gonna have much more.
Well, look,
stipulations
but
on what
those
you
are
got.
corporations. If you're not a,
They got money you can borrow though.
but they have money you can borrow. But if it's a corporation doing that, okay, beat yourself silly, go in debt, or fix it. All right, cool. If you're talking about borrowing money from a friend or a person or an entity that's not a corporation, why are we pissy about it?
Okay. Have you ever? No, wait a minute.
You said falling on hard times. Falling on hard times could be 10 years, and you see me what you think at
So
the
the-
beach.
so the-
Wait, hold on. You see me at the beach eating cheese steaks. I'm on
Can I say-
Okay.
I'm
Wait,
on
listen,
Fox
hear me out.
News. Like
Okay,
I'm doing all
go
these
ahead.
things.
Don't you
and
hate-
you like, yo, give me
Don't you
$20. No, for what?
The
You
reason why I
gave it
don't
to
pay
me.
back- the reason why I don't pay it back is because those stipulations aren't there.
Don't you hate when you
guarantee
lend
you.
somebody money and they be like, I'm going to give it back to you when I get paid in 2 weeks. And then not only are they ducking and dodging and rolling, but they are on Spirit Airlines or United and Miami or Jamaica. And you like, well, wait a minute. I'm not trying to bother you, but ma'am
Is
or
that how
sir,
the email goes? Hey, I'm not trying to bother you.
you're on vacation.
That's actually
though.
what he does.
You're on
He does
vacation.
do
Where-
that. He's like,
where's
I'm
my
not-
bread? But I got
Wake Up Family, AP, our executive producer, once again, is so very quick. He will send you an email.
Yes, he does.
You will get an email before you get a text about whatever
No,
it is.
well-
He'll be like this. Just now we were on pause. We could not start this segment because he said absolutely not.
He starts sending an email. Yeah.
He starts sending an email.
Yes.
I'll be ready in one moment. I gotta handle this.
Yes.
I'm like, AP, we're about to start. It don't start till we start.
Y'all see, y'all know how high
We're
food
ready.
is? Gas, rent.
Not even
Like,
okay.
I need my money.
in all seriousness,
I'm in Jamaica.
I need my bread.
Well, meet me in Jamaica.
No, or Jamaica.
No, okay, I gotta spend more money to get to Jamaica.
But why is it a concern if you ask to borrow? If you
don't know
gave
why-
the money
Yeah.
and you said, "All right, go ahead, you could do your thing," then once again, like, why? Are we,
Because
okay.
where I got that money from. I want to pull that out of a small loan or savings account.
that ain't my concern. If the
Well, I
money
guess
was
it ain't about
borrowed,
to be
if the
my
money was
concern either.
asked upon, I didn't say, "Hey, when you're giving me this money,
Yeah.
or whoever you're giving the money to, hey, do they ever?" Question: anybody that you've ever given money to in your life, whether it's a friend, relative, or anybody, have they ever asked, "Where'd you get that money from?"
Yes.
Oh, I have.
Yes.
Okay, well, that might have been big lump sums. If you gave somebody $10 and they said, "Where'd you get that money from?"
No. It had to be a big. It's a
No,
large-
okay.
sometimes they'll say, "I thought you was broke." Though they'd be like,
Then why are they asking you for money?
"They trying to pick your, they trying to pick your."
And why are you giving it to them?
But let me ask y'all.
And they
this.
went to Jamaica
Went to Jamaica.
and Miami.
Let me
Maybe if
ask y'all.
they knew, they probably be more inclined to pay it back.
Let me ask y'all this.
If
Yeah.
they knew where it came from, they moved close.
Have you ever noticed that with some people that your credit worthiness they know is there, and you ask them where they know you falling on hard times, and they know. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Give me. I'm gonna get to that, sir. I'm gonna get to it. They know that your credit worthiness is there,
Yeah.
and that you are worthy of it, and that you will repay them. Have y'all ever been around people who have friends, family, acquaintances, what have you, that will tell you no in a heartbeat? You could be going through some of the most difficult times, but they'll be like, I just gave my friend, I just gave this person $200, and you know they ain't repay me. No, and
Yes.
but it triggers me because I'm sitting there like, you know my character. Fuck every excuse my French.
You
Forget
speak French?
Right.
Forget it.
Bob Fonte?
But it irritates my soul because I'm like,
no.
you know,
A hard no.
one thing at a time.
Right.
Comment ça va?
Come on,
I
son.
speak English.
Bon boyo.
English.
Bon poussage.
Okay,
But no, let me finish. Let me finish. I've been in those situations where, especially when it comes, and friends
Yeah.
and family and business, it doesn't mix, but it's certain people that have known me for several years. You'll be like, yo, I done fell on some hard times, but you know that I will pay you back because you've seen my character. You've seen what I would do. You've seen how I even move with you. And they'll sit there and say to you, I don't got it, and I don't really know if I want to lend you money, but will turn around and come to you and say, you know, I just lent Johnny down the street $200 or $120 and they didn't pay me back, but I'm gonna get my money though. And I'm like, that says a lot about your character.
No, actually, I disagree with that.
Go ahead.
It says more about you because you're expecting them to give you something. I said earlier when we started this segment, nobody owes you anything. If I were to take your side, even though we're friends, if I were to take your side, I would be a hypocrite.
Okay.
You said that you hated the fact that, oh, my friend doesn't borrow me money, or the person in front doesn't borrow me money, but he borrows the person down the street money. As I stated earlier, nobody owes you anything. It's not a their fault, it's a your fault. You expected that person to give you money. They did not trust you enough. That has nothing to do with what you deserve.
I want to ask.
And because you ask somebody for money with that expectation of possibly receiving it.
Exactly. Just because you're
in that-
kind.
Just in that instance, when it comes to paying it back, some people are that way. I don't want to pay it. I don't feel like paying it back. Johnny down the street owes me $200. Johnny down the street is in Jamaica. Johnny down the street is in Miami. So I'm not getting that money
But
back.
those
And I'm not going to give you that money because you may go to Jamaica with Johnny next time.
Yes.
And now I'm asked out $200 more. You know, see what I'm saying?
But those be the people.
So why are we upset that,
won't-
we're
you
lending
want- you
out,
want
that
other
we're giving
people's-
out money?
But those be the people that don't repay you. It be on some real shit though.
Yeah.
On some real shit.
Is that French?
Keith,
AP?
let me proceed with what I'm saying. Those be like Fode. You remember, like Fode and I have been through some very like interesting times. Let's just say I'll leave it there.
Yes.
Fode, you remember when I was losing everything, right?
Yes.
And I think I was going through times where everybody was like, "Well, Antoine, you have good friends. Go to your good friends or whatever." And you want to know what certain people would say? They would say, "No, Antoine, I'm not doing that for you." You're right. Nobody owes you anything. But I kind of was looking at it like, wow, but then they would come back to you and say, I gave Bob or Bobby or Brenda.
Yo, who
or,
are these people? Go ahead. keep going.
I
I'm messing
gave
with
Bob or Brenda X, Y, and Z. Do you
Yes.
know that I gave him this and I'm still waiting? And I'm like, listen, I don't care because you know that my intent, you know me, you know me. And the fact that you would sit there and say, that's not something I'm willing to do for you. I'm like, cool, bet. No hard feelings.
Okay, but at the same time,
Oh,
doing-
wait, I would like to hear what you got to say.
okay, let me.
Yes, I would love to hear.
Go ahead.
I got one too.
I would love to hear what you
So
have to say.
you have a question with lending out money to other people that haven't paid you back and other things like that, right?
No. You're misinterpreting what I'm saying. I said, do you find it interesting how you could go to people that you know and you're really good with and they know that they're going to get it back and your character, they know your character, and they would say to you, no, I'm not giving it to you because I don't want to, or that's not something I'm willing to do. But yet in the follow-up sentence, they'll say to you, you know, I just gave Brenda $200 and she ain't pay me back, but we gonna go and do X, Y, and Z. And she told me she gonna give it to me when she get paid and I'm still waiting. And I look at people like, I don't really give a fuck though, because you said to me, somebody of who you have a better relationship with. I know people that will give people who they just met yesteryear money and they'll look at you and be like, I ain't willing to do it though.
Who is in your circle then? You know people like that.
No.
Are they in your circle?
Not currently right there.
Oh, okay, all right. Excuse me, I'll step back
Move
then.
them
Okay.
out. Move
All
them
right.
out. But I laugh at stuff like that because I'm like, for you to tell me that and you already know that I got you, like I got you regardless. I just be laughing. I found it hilarious. Not saying that they owe you anything,
Yes.
but it's just more of if you would give it to Brenda from yesteryear and you know that I'm on the verge of losing everything, what did I do or whatever? You don't owe me, but I just kind of look at it like, I got a side eye that.
I got a side.
I got a side eye that.
First off,
Yeah.
who's Johnny? Who's Bob? And who's Brenda? But more importantly, out of those three characters that will make an appearance some way someday, they'll catch their flight back from Jamaica. What happens if a person is tapped out? They don't want to lend the money out. Do you blame or fault that person? Like you gave Bobby, John, and whomever else $200, you won't give it to me. get out your feelings about it. Like, oh well.
Keith,
Don't you have other people you can borrow from?
wait a minute. But we'll see that in a second. Keith, I understand what you're saying. I received that.
Ooh,
I do. I receive it. However,
in the gate.
I received that.
I'm messing with you. Keep going. But I'm serious.
I'm trying to be serious with you.
Don't try. Just be.
I am.
Don't try to speak.
I just laugh at people like that because those will be the same people that will be like,
Yes.
I can't do this with you. I won't. But then in the same sentence, they will go above and beyond for someone of whom they know would not do it for them. Now, you're absolutely right. Do they have to give it to me? No. Do they feel like I'm worthy of it? No. But if you know if you know my character, it's almost like, let me give you an example. It's almost like you travel with your homeboy, right, or your homegirl, and they don't have anything, but they like, I got you because I know where you are, and it don't matter. I got you. I'm here for you. We good. But soon as shit hits the fan, they'll go and pick up Brenda or Johnny down the block. And they would go above and beyond for them when they already know that these people will not return, will not give a shit once it's given to them. But they'll look at you and say, I ain't willing to do that. But then again, I guess you gotta look at yourself and be like, well, that's on me because that ain't, is that.
So wait a minute, because now you're going back and forth.
Yeah.
So it's either you're butthurt about not being able to receive
I may
the
feel
earnings.
I may feel the way. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be open and honest.
And you know what? And that's a real thing because if you go
I'm not gonna-
and you
I'm not
ask
gonna
somebody
hide
to
how true.
borrow and they say no, because no, once again, is and could be a complete sentence without an explanation. No. So what if you gave Bob, Brenda, or Johnny $200, but you won't give Superb anything? It's like, well, Tori said, ask somebody else.
And then what were your current conditions at the time versus the other person?
But wait a minute. You're misunderstanding
No, 'cause I
the
feel like
principle
that's an
of what I'm
important
saying. The important factor is if I got you, you should have me. Period.
But wait, AP,
I got you.
AP.
No, well, you don't have to.
That's the
you don't have
perspective,
to,
though.
though.
Remember,
But
that's
you
the
don't have to.
perspective.
But you don't have to. No.
Yeah.
But I would just, if you know my character. I guess my question would be, if Brenda went to Jamaica with your money or whatever and said,
Bob and Johnny.
and Johnny too.
How all three of them go? 2, 4, 6. $600 just flew to Jamaica and Miami. They on world tour.
Let me ask you though.
Spring break?
Have y'all ever been in that situation though?
character ain't
where-
gonna pay me back.
Have y'all been in
Literally.
that situation though, where you've given money? Or have you been on the receiving end or the giving end, where you've given a person money and they haven't paid you back, but someone else would ask you and you have it, and you would just be like, no, and you know that they would return it.
Yes. Simple answer. Yes.
Okay.
I have been there. Yes. But I realize my actions and I realize the folks who ask those questions and their tendencies. I start paying attention. Just because Bob, Johnny, and Bill and them are vacationing doing their own thing and I may ask Sally for a few dollars, Sally says no. It's like, okay, when it comes to someone asking me for it and I'm putting it out, lending it out, hey, just to let you know, I'll let you borrow this. Or here, I'm giving this to you and there is no attachment. I'm giving this to you and there is no return. I'm giving this to you and I am not expecting anything from it. It's a different conversation than me letting, hey, you want, oh, okay, may I have it? So sometimes, and if not most times, we have to work on correcting the verbiage, and it also corrects the mind for people. If you say,
That's fair to say.
That's a good point.
I used to have people hit me up, hey, I see you doing well. Let me get 200. Hey, let me have 50. Hey, can I get gas money? And my answer in the beginning used to be, you know what? Let me see if I can assist because, My answer lately, complete sentence. And you already know what it is.
No.
No.
to-
Or I say no thank you because I'm being grateful for what I have, but I'm also being grateful for my experiences. So I say no thank you to myself, and I say I am unwilling to provide that, or I will not, or just no.
I would say, we got
We
company.
got company. Okay.
I
That
would
must have been an
say,
idea.
I
May I
would
say
say, I would say that the reason that I brought this up is because just make sure that you're good to people if you're able to. You can't, if you don't have it to give or you don't want to, that is your right. However, I would say just be good to people that have always been good to you. And if you're willing to take a risk on someone who you don't know, because I've seen it, I witnessed it, where I've been around people that would say, no to me, but then they would call me the next day saying how they gave up their money and they still waiting, and he or she ain't giving the money.
They really like you.
Well, no, it says more about them though, and how they.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
It says more about them
They're
though.
foolish.
So just be mindful and make sure that you love the. I'm stuttering a little bit, y'all, because I got a lot to say.
Go ahead, take it. Go ahead.
So let me take my
your
time.
Take your time.
Just make sure that you're good to people in a nutshell. Just make sure that you're good to people and that you got people the same way that you would like for them to have you if you're in a position to do it. Do we owe anyone anything? Absolutely not. But if you're going to give it to somebody who you know don't give a damn about repaying you or don't give a damn about where how you feel or where the money is going to go or come from, then look at the person who may actually be in need when you know their character, their integrity, and the honor and the commitment that comes with it. Just don't overlook those things.
I don't know.
Honestly, guys, this is based off a person to person thing. Because you're not, for example, you're not going to 50 Cent and saying, "Can I borrow $50?" Not giving it back. But you're going to somebody. It's based off people's demeanor and attitude. You're not going to somebody who you're going to borrow money from and you know is going to pull up and he's going to whoop you, bruh. So it depends on the people they borrow from. So people might come to you or some individual might come to you and say, "Oh, AP, let me get like $20, $200, $400, right?" Knowing if they take your money, you ain't going to do nothing about it. But they'll go to somebody else that'd be like, "Hey, let me get like $20, $30. That person don't even have to ask about that $20, $30 back. Because when they come after you for their money, they ain't going to ask you back. They might smack you in the lip. And you know why they smacked you in the lip. So it's based off their demeanor and it's based off the person that you ask for money. So they see you and be like, "You're an easy lick."
So they don't respect you.
They don't respect you. So it's based off that. So if somebody goes to you and say, "Oh, let me borrow money," and then they disrespect you, it's because they know they can disrespect you. But somebody else be like, "Man, if I mess with that person, their sister might pull up and smack me around." So I think it's based off people to people and it's based off the scenario. That's my thing about all that.
I understand. So to end the segment, because I know we went back and forth a bit, just be good to people.
Yeah.
And that's just my motto all the way around. If somebody has you, if you call them and you know that they're going to go above and beyond for you, if you're in a position, if they reach out to you to do the same, make sure you put them first before putting someone first who you know wouldn't do the same for you. That's it, and that's all, people. And if y'all want to read me in the comments, then do whatever you fellas. But on that note, we'll catch you on the next one. All right.
Nah, they won't.